Dear investor, we are seeking SEIS startup assistance. We hold 2 patents for a new concept and design for the storage of rainwater in the roof of buildings to assist the inflow of utilities purified water, to flush toilets. Our designs are gravity-fed and discrete, leaving the average house or built structure visibly untouched. We have SEIS and EIS Advanced Assurance agreed with HMRC UK for AQUA STORE Ltd. We are seeking a first round of funding of $250,000, SEIS, for a percentage of the company. Initially we are seeking $50,000 for the mobile display. These funds are to secure production premises where a show building can be constructed in the grounds. Also commission a display trailer to use as a mobile display to visit builders and construction companies to promote the products. These products are an environmental necessity for the future of all new build houses, a market of some 30,000 per annum. Fitting our products will gain points for planning applications. The market for the existing housing stock is massive. An opportunity to offer fitting as a saleable franchise. If this opportunity is one of interest to you, please email the company at rainstoreuk@gmail.com or contact at aquastoreltd.com and state investor and leave your email address and we will get back to you as soon as we can. You can visit our company website at www.aquastorelimited.com, where there is a full breakdown of our plans and detailed business plan, also market size and sales forecasts. We are inviting forward-thinking dynamic investors who can see the potential in water conservation and the need for sustainability. Investors who are prepared to stand with us to build a high-value company in monetary and ecological terms. A company with the ambition to manage humanity's most valuable resource, water, in a natural way. Senior Surveyor, Wenlock BSc. EMMSc. FEM Surveyors. The following is a statement for investors who seek to mitigate their tax burdens by the strategy offered by HMRC UK under the rules of SEIS and EIS benefits. EIS investments are designed to help SMEs raise finance by offering a range of EIS tax reliefs to investors who purchase new shares in these SMEs. Investors are eligible for the following tax reliefs: 30% EIS tax relief up to £1 million per individual may benefit from 30% income tax relief. For each £100,000 of investment, the actual cost is £70,000. The whole of this allowance can be carried back to the previous tax year to offset against income tax, i.e. a theoretical £2 million could be invested, of which £1 million, the maximum EIS qualifying investment in a single tax year, could be carried back to the last tax year. With increasing rates of tax and restrictions on pensions contributions, this opportunity may be increasingly attractive for tax planning. Shares must be held for a minimum of 3 years from the date they are issued to the investor for this relief to be available. No capital gains tax provided the shares are held for a minimum of 3 years. There is no capital gains tax, CGT, due on the proceeds. However, the shares can be held for much longer to realize the investment potential, thus continuing sheltering gains from CGT and potentially sheltering substantial capital. Inheritance tax, IHT, has been dubbed the optional tax, and many individuals today are exposed to potential IHT bills, largely because of relatively high property prices. However, high earners are potentially more exposed. After 2 years from the investment date, EIS qualifying companies generally fall outside the estate for IHT purposes, potentially allowing considerable assets to be preserved intact for dependents, saving 40% IHT. Loss relief applies in the event a share should become crystallized at a loss. Were a share to be worthless, the loss could be offset against income tax. For a 40% taxpayer, the £70,000 net cost could be offset against that year's tax bill, or the previous tax years, allowing £28,000 to be claimed back, so the actual loss would be £42,000. In other words, 42p in the pound is the maximum exposure, i.e. less than half the original outlay is at risk. For a 45% taxpayer, The same relief mitigates downside exposure to 38.5p in the pound. Losses can also be offset against CGT at the prevailing rate, currently 28% for higher rate taxpayers, in either the current tax year or subsequent tax years. Capital gains tax deferral relief. This is also available in addition to the above and is not capped at £1 million. This allows up to 3-year-old capital gains tax to be rolled over into qualifying EIS investment companies and potentially be further reduced by other tax allowances over a period of time, such as timing disposals in order to utilize annual CGT allowances and inter-spousal transfers to maximize tax efficiency.